Hi guys, welcome to another Android development tutorial. Unlike some of my other tutorials, this one will be relatively short. All I'm going to be showing you today is how to simply adjust the API Software Development Kit level for your application. Knowing how to do this is crucial because there will likely be situations where you may need to change the API level for the sake of device compatibility. I'll go ahead and give you an example. There was one time when I personally needed to readjust the API level on an update of one of my own applications after I made an attempt at uploading it to the Google Play Store. You don't really need any knowledge about Java, nor do you need much knowledge about Android Studio either. Alrighty, let's get to it. So basically there are two ways to do this. The first way is to navigate to File, and then select Project Structure, or if you wanted a keyboard shortcut, then you could just press the Control-Alt-Shift-S keys, and that'll open up the exact same window. Okay, you should be seeing this window right here. Okay, next you'll want to open up the Flavors tab inside of your Apps module, which is here. And then it should bring you to this boxed form right here. Now, as you can see, there's a drop-down menu labeled Minimum SDK version here, which is simply just the lowest version of Android that you'd like your app to be compatible with. And down below, there's also a second drop-down labeled Target SDK version, which is actually the more precise version of Android that you want your app to specifically run. If you click on either of the drop-down menus, then you should see a list of available Android APIs currently installed on your machine. If there's a particular API level that you're looking for but can't find it on the list, you can always install it using the Android Studio SDK manager. But the Android Studio SDK manager is outside the scope of this tutorial. For now, let's just go ahead and close the dialog form. Okay, I'm not really going to make any API adjustments just yet until after I've shown you the second approach, which is to open up your apps.build.gradle file here, the app module one, which should be located in the Android Studio Project Explorer. Let's go ahead and open that. Okay, so if you take a close look inside the default config code block, you should be able to see more than several Gradle-based properties, two of which are used to determine which API SDK level to use. But for the sake of simplicity, instead of adjusting the targeted SDK here, I'm just going to change the minimum SDK from API level 19, which is KitKat, to API level 14, which is Ice Cream Sandwich. Once this is done, then I'll need to resync the Gradle file by clicking the Gradle link. So let me go ahead and make some adjustments to that. I'm going to change it from 19 to 14. Remember, I have to have the API level 14 development kit installed on my machine before I could officially do that. And let me go ahead and press sync here. Okay, let's give it a minute. Okay, so as you can see, the sync completed successfully without any error. If for any reason your compiler were to complain about the compile SDK version, then there's a small chance that you may also need to adjust that in order to please the compiler. Your app's compile SDK version, let me open that back up for a moment. Your app's compiled SDK version can be changed inside the Android block right here. As you can see, it's the very first thing above default config code block. Or you can also go back to the project structure tab. And as you can see, it could also be changed right there. There's another drop-down menu, and if you click it, you should see a list of the available SDKs installed on your machine. You could change the compiled SDK version. Um, anyway, but bear in mind that your compiled SDK version should not be smaller than your targeted SDK version. If your compiled SDK version is smaller than your targeted SDK version, then the compiler will most likely throw a warning. Um, but yeah, so anyway, that pretty much concludes this tutorial. Once again, subscribing is not necessary, but please feel free to subscribe if you'd like. Remember, best of wishes and happy coding.